Obviously we're just taking it and going into place. I don't see fuel leaks or anything. After restarting this clip 1,000 times, this is the intro now because screw my neighbor's dogs. I'm just over it. We're getting this truck, you know, to run today. How? This stuff, and some of this stuff, and then maybe some of this stuff that's over here. Updates, lots of stuff this way, lots of stuff that way. Do I care? No. We're getting into it now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't hit that button, do it right now. That didn't scare anybody. I'm gonna get to work. On a more calm side note, what the hell? Now that I'm all pissed off and I filmed the intro, quiet. No neighbor dog, no barking, no nothing. Why couldn't this have worked when I tried to film the intro 100 times ago? Regardless, we're getting to work. Let's get this to fire up.
A few moments later.
I'm such a dick. I think me yelling, "Shut up!" because I was so mad. I think the neighbor took their dog in. But threw in a set of NGK 2238s. Ooh, super bright. Cobbled together some spark plug wires. Ignore all this mess. Yeah, I have 2 batteries. I got straight. What would Tommy Affiak call this? A Jimmy Oaks start, I believe. But yeah, just getting some, you know, minor stuff done. I can't wrap the S10. I was gonna say, what English? I can't wrap the S10 until this moves. All this needs is to run again and a driveline. So just trying to make sure it actually fires and idle for 2 seconds, shut it off, and then I can actually go through, have driveline measurements written down on the toolbox already. So then I really just have to go get the driveline, well, made from Vancouver Driveline. My buddy Jason Fleury, best drivelines ever. I have clearly been testing that because the S10's driveline is made by him and hasn't a slight problem yet. We've beaten the crap out of that thing, but just been doing a bunch of little powder coating stuff. Like I said, we do have this blazer tank for wifey's truck. I got a bunch of fuel line, and if we peek back here, little nip clean up there. Barb fitting in there, so we'll get some hose clamps on that. Obviously run it down, come under, we'll pop up, and somewhere in this location for now. I got like 12 feet of feed and return, so I'm hoping it can go back here. Hopefully. Should have got like 15 feet, but we'll find out. So, I guess instead of just standing here and staring at it and stuff, let's just get the fuel lines with the old snap trick. Well, it's working on the fuel lines, but it's not getting the tank over here, so I guess it wants us to actually do that. Yeah, blazer tank, nothing special to say about it. She is brand new. With these little kits from LMC, they come with straps, the fill neck, all that stuff. What I'm noticing, obviously this is going to be our fill. It has this one, this one, and then it has these. So what I'm thinking is return, fill, vent, overflow and stuff. So probably not how it's meant to be, but all I need is a fill and a return, and it has them, so we're going to use them. Seems like a solid idea, but I guess instead of rambling on and on and on, let's get a gas tank thrown back there, hooked up, get the filler neck on, and then I'll need to get some gas, so I'll have to run and get some gas. But once we have some fuel, rig up a pump, I think we can actually fire this thing. So let's talk more work. Alright, so I have wifey on the camera. We've been messing around with this together, I'm not having such a great time of it. There's a bunch of weird random things that I can't really figure out. For some reason the ECU is wanting to be grounded itself. Like if I pull the ECU off, it makes sparks, which is weird. I don't know if I have a short somewhere that I'm not supposed to have, or I'm not quite sure on that. Obviously, all temporary, just so we can get it to run. Messing around with some wiring, I did break the map sensor off with my hand, which is not exactly what I wanted to have happen there, so we're gonna shove the map sensor back in and pretend like that didn't happen for right now. But the main thing, I'll steal this camera from her for a second. The main thing is, last night it was popping and trying to start kinda on ether, on that little can of starting fluid over there. And then today, when I hooked the fuel pump up, it just stopped. No more popping, no more spitting, no more nothing. In the rush to get the motor in, I do think I found an issue that I caused. Way down here in the yonder, you see a green wire that is twisted back together now. I think that's a crank sensor wire, and I think I split it because it just had no more popping or nothing. So we're gonna try and get it to fire up. I'm gonna hook the fuel pump up. Obviously, like I said, this is all just temporary, so we can try and see if the dang thing will start, because that would be awesome if it would. Let's see, so fuel pump is hooked up. This is all out of the way. Nothing's touching anywhere that I need to worry about, right? Walk over here. Yeah, should be good. Should be good, should be good. Sitting here, should be good, should be good. I'm gonna have her fire it, but it's temporary, this goes there. Oh, steal this wire back, so this wire, what? I'm not even looking at the camera. This wire will get ran to the fuse block and will be a switch 12 volt wire for now. Obviously, we're just taking it and going into place. I don't see fuel leaks or anything. Yeah, go ahead and hit the throttle and see what happens, or hit the key and see what happens.
That is a loud ass 62. I bet you she's more excited than I am. I can't hear shit. I don't know about you. How happy are you? Yeah, that's what I want to do. That's my girl.
Yeah, like I said. We'll get back to you in a bit. So one of the things I was talking about, and then just showing wifey off camera, this is kind of crazy. So I have the ECU plugged in. What I think this is just a lack of grounding through the body, but no sparks, right? No sparks. We can set this down, plug the fuel pump in, and you notice the fuel pump doesn't come on. And then we take this and it's actually grounding through the ECU. So I don't remember any of my LS ECUs ever, or my stock ones when I had HP tuners, ever needing that or doing that. So that's kind of weird. I may end up just pulling a cover bolt and grounding it that way, but that also may be the fact that it's trying to ground the engine through the body and everything, and I don't have any chassis grounds yet. Right now we just have a ground from the body to the motor. Simple stuff, fix it down the road, but we know it runs, we know it will drive again, minus how bad did I hurt the transmission on the S10. Now it's the simple stuff. Ancillaries, hook up waters, and then we have a running and driving truck again. Yay! Oh, this thing's a little bit loud to be starting at night like that. I don't necessarily care. Little stuff down here, like I said, progress-wise, I've just been getting a bunch more of the powder ready. I did buy some more regulator filter stuff, another line. Plan there is to undo this, route this hose through the rafters, down behind, mount that there, have the soft line come over. Just one more filter beforehand. There was some water that I was dealing with. There's not a lot, but there's a ton. Let's see. There's just a skosh at the bottom. But yeah, I'm just trying to better product. I've been powder coating a bunch of random stuff behind the scenes. basically getting ready to try and knock out the intercooler piping for the big truck and then knock out these control arms. Wifey has been getting ready to do some stuff on her truck, like I said. Yeah, this was just a quick short update. I got her truck to run, which is awesome. Tomorrow we're gonna run to, like I said, Vancouver Driveline and have my buddy Jason get started on a driveline for this thing, which means tidy up some stuff during the week. We might actually do a first drive and burnout with this thing soon, man. I'm pretty stoked. There's still a million other things. We still have to worry about interior, rewiring the rest of the truck the right way, the entire airbag system, which is just those Schrader valves and stuff, and a ball valve right now. That will all get changed, like I said. Still need a battery tray, clean up all this mess. But it runs and it drives, and I know that the wiring is still okay. Like I was worried about, I did end up pinching a wire. So Colorado's still hanging out back here. Thinking about trading the S10 for a first generation 4-wheel drive Cummins, but that's just ideas. For now, I got some plugs and stuff I'm gonna throw into it just so it's up and back to perfect. It was a little grumpy the other day because it hasn't really been started, and you know, it starts once a week. That's it. Progress, progress, progress. Short and sweet video, nothing major, but we got the truck to run. And we got a mocked up fuel system and everything, which means I think somebody else's turn to get its fuel system ready. Huge internal struggle of, do I actually stick to my guns and use the plastic tank, or do I just go through and clean out my stock tanks and then fix the mounts and then remount them properly? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Stock tanks, plastic tank, I don't know. But with that, we're gonna let you go. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I mean, what? Almost at 1,000? We're right there. If you're not part of it, what? Come on, guys. Like I keep saying, huge reveal at 1,000. Huge reveal. With that, we're out of here. Average Joe Builds out.